Hey, what's going on, people? Can y'all hear me? I'm not next to the phone. All right. Okay, yeah. So I'm not next to the phone. I'm doing a little calm down stretches before I take this run. but so I I ain't never do no push-ups on a slab. Let me try it this way. That's why I can see some of you guys' comments. So so last night I had a dream and it was kind of scary. And it was more along the lines of that was quick. It was more along the lines of like, black folks, what are we gonna do in this country? Now I do understand the political climate that's going on, with the migrants and those in the powers that be casting doubt on our communities and people coming here for a better life, but I can't shake something. So that's my political views. If I breathe hard, everybody, I've been exercising for the past hour, and this is the cool down part of it. So I had a dream, and in the dream, I was speaking I was speaking to someone by the name of Self, Musef, and Self, he was like, "Come walk with me, guy," but he called me by my birth name, and I'm like, "Okay," and he says, "I want to change your name while you're here." I say, "Change my name?" And I didn't understand what he meant. He say, "I can't call you by that name." He said, "Because that name is not really you, it's who you are now." Say, "But you know, your name is much older and you have a name in the spiritual world." And I want to tell you guys to look it up, but I'm going to go home and research it first, because if it's a spiritual name, I really don't want nobody else to have it. All right, long story short, so he says, "I'm going to refer to you as somebody else, as a different name." I said, "Cool, whatever." I say, "But why are you here talking to me on the astral plane?" I say, "And I didn't want to go there." I say, "I didn't want to dream." I say, "I set my mindset to not dream. I just want to be in the void." And he says, "Well, when you came into the void, this is where we could talk to you," meaning he separated himself from the average saints, barons, goddesses, gods, whatever. So he separated himself from all of what we know on this dimension. And he said it was a totally different dimension that he was talking about, but he needed to share some things with me. Oh boy, I just got scared because I just saw a shadow come walking my way out here. And there's only 4 people out here and I could see them. Okay, whoa, calm down, man. You good. Uh, so he said, "This is the way I can talk to you in the void." So I say, "Cool, that's what's up." I say, "Okay, so what are we talking about here?" I say, "Because I really want to try to get back to my sleep." I say, "I'm trying to repair something inside of my body." I say, "And I need that energy to focus on that." He says, "Do you ever know what's going to happen to the black people that you're representing, that you're represented as?" I hope I said that word right. I say, so by me being in a melanated dark black skin, this is what you're talking about. He said, yes. He said, "This is a melanated dark black skin you chose, but do you understand what's going to happen to you guys very soon?" I said, "No." I say, as far as us being the new white people in America, I say that will be it. And he says, "How thick can you be?" These are the words he's using. "How thick can you be?" And with him yelling those words, "How thick can you be?" I say, "Hold up, buddy, what you talking about?" He says, "Why won't you tell your people like Moses energy. Why won't you tell your people to get a stronghold in this country? I say, a stronghold. And he said, let me hear you. And this is what he said. Now maybe this is my imagination because I have never spoken to Musef before and never even knew a Musef existed. But he says, when the Irish came to America, I meant the Scottish, sorry. He broke it down by regions, by the way. He said when the Scottish came to America on the transatlantic slave trip, whatever he said, it was some kind of big word he used that I can't remember. And he said they established that they would be law enforcement in this country. He said that's why all of your police bars and all of your thing goes by the Scottish way of doing things. You go to Scotland Yard, that is the number one police agency on the planet. He say so Scottish people became law enforcement. I say okay, and he referenced Scotland Yard. He says when the Italians got here in America, he said the Italians became firefighters. That's why you got ladders for every fire engine. Say this is ladder 52, ladder 97, ladder 100, and that it's a ladder situation because that refers to an Italian word. I don't speak Italian. I don't know. Don't give a shit. And he broke it down by everything. He said when the Irish came to America, they started doing waste management. So all of your waste management is basically, Irish born led. Uh, he went on to say when the Greeks culturally came to America, they started moving companies, trucks, and uh, that type of energy. He says right now black people are at the pinnacle of their success and they need a leader. And he says it seems like you're the only one thinking clearly. So I don't know if that's my own arrogance talking to me, but I'm just gonna be honest and tell you what he said. He say at this point in the game, he says you guys have been sacrificed enough, and he say at this point in the game, he say I would encourage every black man to join law enforcement. I say what? I say no. The police have a rival with black people. They shoot. They unalive them sometime in the street. I say they done start unaliving our women. I say so. Black people going into law enforcement would be detrimental. I say it wouldn't serve a purpose because they'll put gates up and stop us. He says the old guards are retiring. In his words, he say the old guards are retiring, and he says there's enough black people. He said melanated. He said there's enough melanated people out there on the script, on the scene, that if we push our children to become law enforcement officers, that eventually there will be no more killers in the street and we will have a foothold in America, a foothold around the world. So now I'm like, well, man, I done did so much bad shit in my day, a cop? No, hell no. But he said at one point, didn't you want to be in law enforcement? I said, yeah, as a kid, I thought I would change things. He said, but that turned out different. I say, yeah, they harassed me, they beat me up, put guns in my head. I say, they almost arrested me for something I didn't do. I say, so I steered away from law enforcement altogether. He said, now, that was then, that was the old guard. He said, but think about the new generation coming up. They have no fear. The police don't really want to deal with them. Everybody's afraid of them. And they're looking at you guys. They're looking at you guys to fill the criminal population, to fill the jailhouses. He said, what if a black man's, he said melanated. I keep saying black. Fuck it, I'm telling the story. He says, so if all your forefathers are in prison, incarcerated, felonies on paper, he said, wouldn't it be nice to have your grandchildren have a foothold in this country to where they can help some people out if need be, and they can make it easy on your head, that they won't put sticks and bruise your head. And he would start speaking biblically to me, and I'm like, okay. I say, I see where you're coming from. He say, I want you to give the message that black folks in America need to become law enforcement officers. I mean, 100%. He was like, become law enforcement officers and develop a foothold. I said, I said, okay. I said, okay, I could rock with that. So I'll get the message out on YouTube. I say, are we done here? And he said, no. He says, the other prophetic dream I want to tell you, he said, I'm finna break this down by races, and y'all pay attention to what's going on here. And y'all heard it from me first. He said, the Latino community are taken to the skies. He said within the next 15 years, all of your pilots from America will be Latinos, Hispanics. I say, Hispanic man flying a plane? I say, no, that's for Indians and shit like that. He say the powers that be has decided that the Hispanic people will be taking over that planes, aeronautics and all that shit, pilots and all that stuff there. I say, okay. He said the Indians from, India, he said they will be the technological gurus for the next 125 years. He said there will be so much technology coming from that country, say that it will surpass Japan and Asia. I said, India? He says, yes. I mean, he's pretty adamant, and Musif is like ratting off. He says, so Hispanics going to be pilots, Hispanics going to be air people. He used the word air people, but it downloaded to me as pilots. Indians will be tech people, and he said, so that downloaded to me as technological. And let's face it, they working on Dell computers and every damn thing else at this game. All our technological phone questions get answered by them, so he's not wrong. The next 125 years, they're gonna monopolize that energy. He says the Italian people will begin to increase fire support. Like they're gonna double down on the fire rescue, ambulance, and all of that stuff there. He said the Scottish people are gonna retire, and they're gonna not be over the police force anymore. I said, wow. He said they're just gonna take a step back because their children are not ready, are not in the same mindset as there's a need. He said the only void that's left in this world, in America, that hasn't been filled is law enforcement. He said law enforcement needs to be filled, and he says if you can get your message out to tell all your people, black people, people of color, Haitians, Jamaicans, Caribbeans, American born, indigenous, I don't give a shit what you call yourself. He says if you can tell them to get into law enforcement and become the new police force, he said that will give us a strong foothold in the world. That will give us a strong foothold in the world. So I'm like, how in the hell are they gonna let us, black folks, again, I'm doubtful as shit to this Musef energy. I'm doubtful. I say they're not gonna let a black man flood the system with black police officers and shit. And he was like, that's the problem. You're still looking at they as if they're stopping you. He said, when are you gonna learn this avatar body that you got is nothing but a construct? And because you're setting these limitations on yourself and your people, say you guys can't grow. He say it takes one person to get the spark out there to give an idea. He say they're in your community over policing. You guys mad at that. He say they're sitting up there busting your heads, and now they're killing your women, and then they're gonna get qualified immunity. He say, wouldn't that be nice for you guys to have qualified immunity for once in your goddamn life? I curse, he don't. He says you can do what it is you need to do, bring your culture something around the world, and he says it'll less likely people will take you for jokes and see you as laughing matter. So I said, you're right. I said they do see us as comic relief, laughing matters, that type of thing. I said, and he says all of these people who got their break in comedy, saying all the shit that black people do. Black, you on black folks' time. Black folks are so poor and destitute, and black folks don't know how to eat. And he says that did the black community a disservice. It was entertaining for the white man. It was entertaining for the people around the world. That's how they got their first dose of. That's how they got their first introduction to a black man. And he said it was disarming. In his words, he said it was disarming of them to you guys. So he said now that they have been disarmed and you are either sports activists or actors or comedians or singers, dancers, whatever, he says you guys has disarmed them over the course of thousands of years. He says, so how about you arm yourself to when the tide turns? He said, get the message out, please. And I was like, I don't know, man. And I said, and then I said, well, I said, can I go back to sleep? I said, I really want to, heal this energy that I got to get out of me. I'm not feeling, my body not feeling up to it, man. I'm being lazy. He says, please hear what I'm saying. Now, this Musaf individual started pleading with me. Please hear what I'm saying, man. He said, if you don't put this message out and you don't convince your people to become the next law enforcement agency within America, I mean, joining the police force, joining the ranks of your local sheriff, joining the ranks of your small town sheriff, he says, you guys are gonna fucking lose. I curse, he don't. He said, you guys need a foothold. You can't do it in restaurants. The Asians got that on lock. 90% of your restaurants are Asian backed and owned. Just because a Brazilian man got a Brazilian restaurant, it is Asian backed and owned. So he says, chemical warfare is at play, all this stuff. He says, know what's not at play? Policing. That's the same old guard. And they are getting old and they are retiring. He says, somebody got to take up. He said, now what if, and get this, he said, what if a party from a third world country comes over here to America and become the new police force? And you guys don't have a stronghold in this country. He said, you guys will be back in chains. He says, I implore you, please tell this theory. Please get it out there. Please do all what you got to do for this. He says, it's need to be said and it needs to be done. And I'm listening and I'm looking and I'm understanding. And I said, okay. I said, okay, I'll say it. I'll say it. And people, that was the dream. That was the prophetic dream. Oh, we got some light now. Well, you still can't see my face. I'm finna look at some of these comments because I gotta go running. That was my cool down session, y'all. Let me look at what y'all think about that. Why would something like that come to me? I'm a tarot man. Hiya, Lily Rose, Child of SU. What's up? Cosmic. God, I ain't wearing my glasses, so even if I hold the phone up like this, I can't see too good. I could just see faces. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, because I'm a messenger. Thank you, Lily Rose. Ash cakes. Oh yeah. I come out here and I do all my push-ups and sit-ups on the skateboard ramp and park they have out here because it's clean. The rain wash away all the bird poop and stuff. And it's open and I can see people coming from, because sometimes I come out here in the dark. I can see people coming from left and right, and pull out that thing if I need to. The rain will wash away the blood. But people, what do y'all think about Musaf? Musaf. I don't know who Musaf is. I never heard of Musaf. M-U-S-E-F. Musaf. I'll probably be stating it wrong because they probably put them two little dots on top or a line on top of the goddamn U. I don't know how to say this type of stuff. But he said it was Musaf. Do y'all think Musaf Do you think I relayed Musef message properly? Do you guys think I relayed this message proper to Musef? For Musef. Let me set the phone down over here. Now with that being said, do you guys think that black people in America will heed a message similar to this? I think we will. I think we will, and we should. Y'all gotta forgive me. I run without my shirt on. Where my damn Bluetooth? Popped out. Okay. I run without my shirt. I do small stuff, so I gotta do my little twist right now. But do you think that we're going to heed the call? I'm just reading the comments, y'all. Yeah, old Musef came to me in my dream. These little Asian twists good for the lower back, man. I got a great mattress, great bed, but it sleeps really bad. Phoenix say, I think it's already taking place. People have been showing no, but spirit is persistent. Phoenix gotta say, I think it's already taking place. We just need more black men to join. Yes, I agree. Hey, Miss Davis, I gotta look and see who Musef is. I agree. I never heard of the name Musef. I never heard of the name Musef before. Yusuf, I heard of that name, but Musef, no. These are all stretches. These are not exercises. I did the old sit-ups, crunches, and all of that stuff about 5 o'clock this morning. So this is like cool down energy. So I'm a little tired, a little spent already. So I'm just doing the cool down before I jog. I found out jogging without a shirt on releases more sweat and toxins, aerate the body a little more. So I've been doing that. I'm slimming down, y'all. Yeah, it's spelled just like that. Musef, but I don't know if he's gonna put the 2 dots over the U or the line over the U. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Copper Moon. Phoenix Goddess, I'ma go down a rabbit hole. Y'all please do. I just want to get the message out. Me personally, I'm terrified as a black man in America. I'm terrified that we should become police officers. I'm terrified that we should become police officers. But I think that's facing our fears because they have brutalized us for so long since the paddy wagon people. Why don't we replace them as the old guards? We can't be brutalized anymore. It will give us a sense of authority, a sense of power, and the politicians are giving out qualified immunity to law enforcement officers. That shit is coming. Every dystopian futuristic movie, the cops got pure impunity. Maybe that's the way black and brown people are gonna get to the top of the hierarchy, because with all of the other immigrants and all of the other cultures and races coming in here, they have a foothold, but we don't. When are black people gonna get a damn foothold in this country? I don't care about the gender wars anymore. I don't care about what black men and black women did to each other. If we can't heal that energy, fuck that energy. If we can't heal the black man and the black woman energy, okay, black women, haul ass, do what you gotta do. Black men, go do what you gotta do. But the bottom line is, if you got that melanin in your skin and you feel bad when you see somebody clocking one of your relatives upside the head on TV, or disenfranchising your people through redlining and all that other shit, do something about it. Become a staple in this country, man. Become a foothold. If black men can't see that black women need help just as well as we need help, fuck the black men. If black women can't see that they're gonna need some form of protection, then fuck them. Man, be who you want to be, do what you want to do, but get a foothold in this country. People, please. Now that the light is coming up, I guess the sun is activating my real brain here now. Musif was right. Musif was fucking right. We goddamn need to establish who the fuck we are in this country, other than slavery, other than gangsters and criminals, other than actors, entertainers, and comedians. We need to come up with a damn power structure. Every culture got a power set in this bitch, except us. We still harking back, oh, it was just 60 years since the last slave was released. Don't give a fuck. 60 years and now our kids are fearless, they're educated, they're smart, they're thinkers. They got so many damn emotional tendencies here, raised by the mother. So these motherfuckers got mouths and they bitchy and they can do what they gotta do. So why don't you push your child to join the law enforcement officers, black mamas, instead of pushing them towards basketball, football, entertainment, actors? I mean, come on now. So I'm gonna say something, and I'm terrified to say it, but I probably ain't the only one that said it. I was, fuck it, Musef, you told me this, and I said I'm gonna speak on it. And it is what it is. It's a theory, hypothetical. It ain't factual. This is something Musef said as well. He said the reason why black folks or melanated people can't see the trouble or can't see where they go wrong in this world at is because we're targeting the wrong person. We keep saying that the government disenfranchised the black community. The government disenfranchised us and all that stuff there. And the government is not really doing nothing because they say, nah, bitch, it wasn't us. Not this time, player. It wasn't us. And we saying, yeah, y'all don't want to take responsibilities. Y'all don't want to pay us reparations. Pay attention to where I'm going with this. Y'all don't want to pay us reparations. Y'all don't want to do shit for us. You hate us, black America. I mean, America, you hate us. You hate the black folks. But then it came to me. He says, the athletic league is the one we should be blaming. Musef said, if there's more money in sports and entertainment published throughout the black community. This is why our black parents push our boys to be athletes, basketball players, track and field, soccer, football. This is why the single family home came about, is the simple fact that the United Sports League did this. It wasn't your local government. It wasn't the white man and all that shit. He said this was an agency, the United Football League, allegedly the National Basketball Association, National Soccer, however. So they were saying like, this is the real reason that it is, because they want to make us entertainers. They want the black man to be entertainers, stepping fetchers. And it makes sense that 90% of the problems in the black community with the single mothers and the single fathers, the mothers say, hey, you go and you do your best in the sports, you get on that field, you show out, and these mothers will take their kids up and through there and do everything they got to do to make sure they succeed. And they don't want the father to intervene and fuck that up. The young boys and the young girls who's in this athletic situation, they will sit up there and they will honor the mother, because this is the way they're going to get out with a quick, fast payday, like hitting a lottery check. And so they will take good care of them hills. They'll do everything they got to do. And Musaf kind of put that in my perspective. I'm just adding to it now that I can see right now. I'm adding to it. And I think Musaf was right. Whoever this guy Musaf is that's talking to me in these visions, I think Musaf was right. We're sitting up there fighting a tyrannical government when the government is a puppet to the entertainment community. Hear me out. Back in the day when there was Rome and Greece and all that stuff, and they had the Colosseums and shit, the people who ran the sporting events in the Colosseum and the Rome and all that stuff, the gladiator pits, what they call it, those people had pure autonomy to go out there and enslave people. They had pure autonomy to make those people clean up the blood. They had autonomy to put those people in them pits to fight, and you had to fight for your freedom, fight for your slavery, fight for all that stuff. They had pure autonomy to do that, right? So I'm kind of putting two and two together at what he's saying. So what if people, black folks, we're targeting the wrong enemy. We're targeting the presidential, we're targeting the senators and the capitals. What if we're targeting the wrong people? You know, you become a superstar in sports, they're gonna give you a couple million, but then you're gonna owe half of that back. You hear how these sports and actors talking that, hey, I may be an actor making movies, but I'm broke, I gotta pay people back. And what if the head of this bitch, the head of all the troubles in the black community is the sports agency? What if it is the entertainment industry, turning our kids into drill rappers and thugs and shit, and because they get a record deal and they're gonna get millions, and they could come back and flash and be bougie by their mama a house, to which the house get taken over because they don't know how to pay taxes on the bitch, no financial literacy going on, right? So what if that's the whole culprit, that's the secret hand, that's the hidden fucking talent that's going on? Because if everybody sits up here and we're disenfranchised, if every corporation in the community is gonna make money off the backs of the black people, wouldn't you think that poverty-stricken homes and all that shit, redlining, people can't get education, people can't come up from the bottom, and the only way they can get out is sports, entertainment? They don't want us to be over their technology, because we can see the bullshit they got hiding on in their files, or, you know, they don't want us to be over their law enforcement. They don't want us to be over their fire department. They don't want us to be over in politics at all. They don't want us to have our own community. They want us to be disenfranchised so we can entertain them. We can do the old step and fetch. We can literally sit up there and be comedians, actors, comics, indentured servers. I think the sports people are the one that fucked up the black community. I think it's the sports people. The sports people ain't out there fucking up that Mexican community. They not fucking with the Latino community, as in Puerto Ricans and all that stuff there. They turning them bitches into pilots. There's a free program somewhere where they're gonna make them pilots, people. That's the start. They're gonna take to the airs. Hispanic people are gonna be your new pilots. Damn. Indians are gonna be over your technology. God damn. The Italians, the Sicilians, however you want to call it, them jokers gonna be over all your fire engines again. They doubling down. The waste management, we can't do that because that's controlled by the Irish. Moving companies, we can't start that. That's controlled by the Greeks. Only thing we're black folks can do is be damn entertainers, stepping fetchers, athletes. I want to say, this sister gonna know who I'm talking about. This sister has a very beautiful boy, athletic as shit, kick ass on the field. And I respect her for supporting this boy. He says, Mom, I don't want to do sports. I want to be in the medical field in some form or fashion. She said, okay. She didn't let her pipe dreams of being rich one day supersede his ideas of being happy with his career choice. And the man, and she talked to me and she laid it out, and I was so goddamn impressed with this woman. I mean, you don't know how it is when a son say, hey, I don't want to, fuck up my body. I don't want to be in sports. I don't want to be in entertainment. I know I'm good as fuck. I want to be in the medical field. I want to help this and that. She said, okay, do what you got to do. Didn't hesitate, did nothing. That's the type of person that will achieve a long-standing life to me. That's the type of woman that really needs all the protection and support in the world. I'm telling you, people, that lady saw through the bullshit. Her son saw it, and she backed their son. How many of you guys are willing to do that? You done raised this boy or this girl to be an athlete their whole damn life due to programming, systemic racism, however you want to call it, because that's the real key there. And that kid come to you and say, hey, I don't want to play basketball no more. I want to go and I want to be a cybersecurity personnel. That's just a job. That ain't no. Then now you're forcing the kid to get out there and do something they don't want to do and their whole heart ain't in it. And that kid is not doing that on your dream. I mean, on his or her dream. That kid is doing it on your dream because your mama. They want to get you out of that situation. But if you just be patient and let that kid develop to who they want to be, a scientist, a doctor, a lawyer, cyber technology, computers, whatever, that kid can have a better life and you can have a place to crash once you get in your old and golden years. Versus an athlete who you may get hurt on the field, throw their back out, break a leg or some shit like that. I stand behind what I say. I thank you, Yusuf. All praises be to Yusuf for this moment in time. Thank you for coming to me in my dream, Yusuf. Whoever the fuck Yusuf's spirit is, I thank you, Yusuf, because you just lit a fire up under my ass. Yusuf just lit a fire up under my ass. You must have a backup, I agree. Black America, even if you hate the black woman, even if you hate the black man, even if you hate each other, law enforcement is the way to go. CIA, FBI, law enforcement is the way to go moving forward. If you guys are not getting on this probation train, and you guys not getting in corrections, if you're not joining your local police force, you's a fool. It's time to let the athletic go. It's time to let the athletic go. The American diet is so bad that once you stop exercising, you get fat any fucking way. I stopped exercising for 3 days and my love handles came back. These bitches came back. They was gone, man. 3 days of not exercising for me just having a sugar craving and went on a sugar binge. I ate two cakes. Now I got to get out here and get it again. People, Yusuf said law enforcement is the way to go for the melanated man and the melanated woman. Yusuf said it. Whoever the hell Yusuf is, appreciate you. But everybody, I look into the athletic commissions and all that shit there, the entertainment industry. If they keep us fucked up, stagnant, broke, impoverished, or everybody's making money off the criminal justice system. The lawyers make money when we get arrested for doing shit we see in videos. The young girls shaking their ass, making babies, taking penitentiary chances, doing check scams and fucking unprotectedly any and everything. You know what I'm saying? And not valuing what they're going to do in their career, or doing hair on the porch is a start, but where are you going to get the goddamn business? When you going to go get a business loan? When you going to have something tangible to back your business up, to back your skill up by your funding and business? I see a lot of black people in Atlanta, they do that. Now Atlanta, they call it a cesspool, and it's crazy as fuck from what I hear. But in Atlanta, those people, they will sell hair out of their trunks, and in 2 years of selling hair, they don't blow their fucking money. They'll have a whole goddamn storefront selling the fucking hair. They done broke into the hair industry. It used to be monopolized by the Brazilians. Then it was monopolized by the Indians. Then that shit got so out of hand when the Africans start creating their own shit. Now it is monopolized by the Nigerians and all that stuff there. People, you don't see how the shift of power is changing towards the melanated man and melanated woman. So now you got to come to the table with us. The Asians can't block us out from that. You got to come to the table with us, because we have a foothold in corporations, but do we have a foothold that says black people are this in the world? Black people are this in America, besides sports, athletic, entertainers, and all that shit there. Yusuf said, Musaf. I keep saying his name wrong. See how when you have a dream and a vision, it start blurring once you get the message out? His name is Musaf, not Yusuf. Musaf says black folks need to become the new law enforcement agencies. I can see you say you have a question, Journey, with Anise. I appreciate it. Intrepid Domino. I ain't got my glasses on, so Intrepid Mongrel. That's a cool name. Intrepid Mongrel. You savage. I got you. I read between the lines. I do everything, Big Pimpin'. Everything. But yeah, what y'all, I mean, I think Musaf has a plan. Yeah, and he's talking about America specifically. What is my nationality? What nation are you informing, law, and protecting? Everybody, I'm everything and everybody. I'm not being cheeky with that question, Journey. I'm an American black man, born and raised. Simple as that. While there is discrimination between people, I don't understand. I believe God has made us for certain purposes, black, white. I agree, but you have to stand for something. We can sing that kumbaya story that we shall overcome, we are one, all that stuff there, but hasn't it been disproportionate that people of color get treated like shit? And I'm not talking about just black people, brown people, Latino people. Until you get a foothold in your community, you're going to get treated like shit by the powers that be of the people who run that community. So yeah, we can all sing kumbaya all day long and hope that the world see us for who we are, but at the end of the day, if we don't bring shit to the table but a song, they just gonna make us entertainers again. You get me? Hell, in my mind, even marching is an athletic event. Martin Luther King, he just did a marathon. I be talking all kind of shit about that. That's all they want us to do is march. Man, we do marathons for fun, 13Ks for fun here. That's all it is, just prepping your ass for a 13K or 25K. I'm not finna sit the fuck up here and just march on everything. We can't fight back. We don't have the ammunition, the guns to do it. We don't have the mindset, so why don't we get in a position of power, people? I mean, it makes so much sense. Even when these people, even when our paid celebrities talk about Pan-Africanism and they can dog us. Hey, let me get pissed off. See, now I'm pissed off. So I'm gonna have a great jog after this video. Let me talk about these Pan-Africanist BSers out here. All of these Pan-African people that's talking about how black folks need to do this, and have they given us one solution like Musef have? Tariq, Dr. Umar, and no disrespect to these brothers, you know, but these guys here, where is the solution? You could tell us about our ass all day long. You could tell us the black man don't do this, the black man don't do that, and you could give us some great sound bites about how she never did this and he's gonna do that. That y'all could give us great sound bites. But where is the actual black man be this, black man be that, black woman be this, black woman be that? Where is it? You're just making your own coffers rich by telling us about our ass. And one thing I can't stand to hear a person tell me how black people are fucked up. I lived it, man. I live eating bologna sandwich, fried bologna sandwiches. I live eating mustard and mayonnaise sandwiches and shit. That's why I don't eat ketchup and mustard to this day. Too many mustard and ketchup sandwiches as a fucking kid. I can't stand that condiment. You know, I see how we can be not on time. You think I want to hear a bitch tell me a joke about it? You think I want to hear a bitch say, oh, Africans will be the least likely in America if we don't come together and pool our money? Then who's going to be over the fucking money? You? Some agency? Pooling your money is the wrong fucking thing to do. Taking a foothold in this fucking country is the right thing to do. Law enforcement, man. The old guards are dying. These Irish and Scottish kids don't want to be police officers. They witness their fathers and uncles and shit get killed in the street. They don't want to do that. These people want to be entertainers now. The white man want to be an entertainer, a talk show host. He wants to play football. He wants to be goddamn the NFL prime candidate. Black folks, switch it around. Become police officers, become law enforcement, probation officers, correctional officers, that type of shit. If you like fire, become a fire marshal. Fight. We have to develop a service in this country. And listen to the Pan-Africanism. The only thing they could do is tell us how wrong we are, how much shit we got going on, how much we ain't gonna do nothing. Don't tell me I'm a great king or queen or all this shit, and then in the same breath say, but you got emotional problems. We got them too, just like you. Our woman got them too. It's a beautiful thing. I can't stand to hear these Pan-African bitches talk. We're not giving a solution. Musef came to my dream and gave a solution to a serious fucking case. We not finna all go back to Africa. Them people don't know us. They don't like us. They say we Indians. They say we not from there. We so removed. Even if they give us the break that we from Africa somehow, we are still 400 years removed from them. So we don't know the culture, the energy, or nothing. I'm gonna say something. I'm just on my rant here, you know, and y'all could get mad and leave a negative comment. I don't care. I've seen black women, American black women, with my own eyes. When a person of color, whether they're Jamaican, whether they're African, somewhere in Africa, it could be the smallest country you never even goddamn heard of. When they come over here, we somehow say that the Jamaican man is superior to the black man in America. The African man, he comes to this country, he's superior to the black man in America. And the women flock to it, right? And then the black men will sit up there and bow their head to another black man just because he's from another country. when in his country he's faced just as many atrocities as we did over here by their leaders and their rulers. And somehow we got to take a back seat to be the stepping fetchers for the whole goddamn world. I don't buy it. And then you got these Pan-African people saying, oh, the motherland is here. You got the people talking about old hoteps. I call them hotepians. You got the hotepians sitting up here saying, oh, just because you learn about the Ankh and the Meta and all that shit there in Kemet, now they are the authority on black people, and we'll bow our heads to their ass too. But ain't nobody giving a damn solution on how to overcome this shit other than support my local charity, support local charities. Where's all the intervention, goddamn counseling organizations in the black community saying join your local law enforcement, join your local fire engine? They'll say, hey, we got jobs in, they'll do a job fair and say, we got jobs in domestic home care, we got jobs in room and Disney and all these other big time corporations where they're gonna make you make a bed and serve people and sweep up fucking trash. No, they not giving us the opportunity to get into a position of power. And let's say we do become domestic servants again. Why don't we develop a domestic servants branch amongst black people, a union, something like that, and then take that energy over? That no black man should get a job or black woman should get a job making one bed, dumping one goddamn trash, cleaning one hotel room without them negotiating with that. I understand now, Musif. I understand now. It's a stronghold we need in this motherfucking country, man. It ain't no damn job. We need something to say, I respect that man for this. Or if we piss off this black man, the union, black union, national, whatever, is going to go pretty ham and we're going to lose this service. I think it should be all around the world. I think every person of color, men and women, should join law enforcement. I think y'all should join your local police stations, your local province agencies. I think instead of pushing our kids towards athletics and sports, I think we need to push their ass into law enforcement, fire enforcement, medical services for the community. Keep them home, keep them grown home so they can be kinder to the old women. They can be kinder to the people who get called to the house, and they could feel the energy. I don't think we should be running up and down a field, injuring ourselves, and then they select who they want to be king or queen of the goddamn dance when it comes to the athletic league. I'm just saying, that's just my 2 cents on that shit, you know. And Musif done lit a fire in me. I'm finna have a good ass job. I gotta get up early, people, to get this thing, man. Y'all just don't know. I be tired, lazy, but I gotta get up early to keep this up. I done lost 22 pounds, people. 22 pounds of fat I lost, or calories or whatever. 22 pounds in 6 or 7 months, and I feel fucking great. I can see these little ab things forming. This is a sideway view, and I'm not holding it in. I got pictures when that shit was out here, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. But I appreciate Musif for coming to my dream. I appreciate Musif for coming to my dream. I appreciate you, God, King, Prophet, whoever, whatever, whatever. I appreciate you. And I will sing this type of message to whoever hear it. That's the end of that. All right, everybody, I gotta get over here and do this run. It's I don't know what time it is. They don't show the clock up here. Let me see. Oh, it's 7:30 where I'm at right now. I'm finna get up here and I'm finna do this whole jog around this place right here. Get this cardio in. I done did the little push-ups, sit-ups, and all that crunches and twists and shit. I done cooled down, so now I gotta get it going. KL straight, bearing the issue with pushing folks into work in the institution is that everyone becomes institutionalized. You've got to read pedagogy of the pedagogy of oppressed. I mean, you know what, KL straight, I can understand that, but even if we become institutionalized, when we get pushed into the institution, we still get a stronghold, and that stops some batons from cracking us in our head. That stop a bullet from hitting us in our chest. That gives us a stronghold that we won't be killing each other in the street. We will be protecting our community, and then we can gravitate towards individuality again. But I think we do need to be institutionalized or either take over an institution, not through tyranny. We need to take over. We need to have some kind of foothold. We need to have some kind of foothold. That's all I'm saying. I know what Musaf's saying. I don't care what it is. If we want to be over sanitation, then take it over. If we want to be over law enforcement, take it over. But he specifically said law enforcement is wide open. He said law enforcement is wide open. Those people stop paying, 55% of those people stop paying their bills in Canada. That's some shit I can't imagine. America hard, boy. I'm gonna pay my bills. I don't know. And until other people stop paying their shit, I'm gonna pay mine on time. I like my credit. I like every damn thing. I like it. I like living in a house and eating food and shit. I like lights. So there you go. But they did it. Now I want to know what's going to emerge in Canada. They let them do it first. We'll do it second. It sucks in Canada. I bet. But everybody, that's all I wanted to tell you guys. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. That was my prophetic vision, and that was my little rant on what the hell I had to do. I don't know was Sandra Bland a police officer or not. I don't know enough about the woman. I just know that from what I read on the internet, she was unalived in a jail cell by police officers who was angry with her. So that's all I know. So I can't speak on it. I do apologize. I'm not too familiar with that interview other than what I've read in the paper. I'm so old, I'm talking about paper. What I read on the internet. After 4 years working for the U.S. military in Okinawa, hey, it was hard to come back to Canada. Shit. We are a rich country. I love Canadians. You guys will beat a bitch ass and give them some food afterwards. Canada, the old school fuck you up and find out people. They anarchists, man. Respect. Canada, respect. I even respect Drake when he was living there. Kendrick, don't come at me, dog. Don't come at me, dog. I'm just talking. Everybody, let me get on this damn track. I don't know what they got going on out here. They got porta potties everywhere. They got tents being set up. Okay, shit finna get right. They finna party. All right, everybody, I'm finna get the hell out of here. I'm the Baron telling you guys to trust you in the universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. I want to hear it. Thank you, guys. Y'all be good.